This video will walk you through the steps of posting your individual discussion board exercise responses for the supervisory refresher course. On your Blackboard, look to your bottom right under My Courses to find the supervisory refresher course. For the purposes of this video, we're going to use the template we built your course from. By clicking the hyperlink, it will take you to the course's landing page. In this course, our first individual discussion board is located in day 2, so I'm going to use the navigation panel to get to day 2. On day 2 landing page, the discussion board exercise is located under the Building Trust and Confidence folder. Click on that hyperlink and it will take you to all of the curriculum related to Building Trust and Confidence. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see the discussion board exercise. Notice that it has a green hyperlink versus blue text for all the other areas. Green indicates that this is an activity that you must complete. To access the discussion board, you will need to click on this hyperlink. When you see this screen, you'll know that you're in the discussion board area. Depending on which region you're assigned to, you will either click East Region students or West Region students. For this video, we will use the West Region hyperlink. Before we go any further, you'll note the date and the time that the original thread was created, the thread name, which also acts as a hyperlink, who the author was, the status of the thread. This blue box here will tell you how many unread posts you have in a particular discussion thread. This comes in handy when you go back to respond to your peers. If the blue box has the number 0 in it, you know that no one has updated the thread since your last post. And to the furthest right column, the total number of posts in the thread. So let's click on the hyperlink and see what the discussion board thread looks like. This is your discussion thread area. You'll note the overarching threads and then the master thread for this exercise. This is what we want you to make your initial response to for every individual discussion board thread exercise. So read the questions, read the directions. You'll note that we're asking you to comment on at least 2 of your classmates' posts, in addition to posting your own thoughts. And when you're ready to reply, click the reply button. You'll notice that the screen has extended the area and now you have a box for your narrative. A lot of the controls and commands should be familiar. So now I'm ready to reply to this discussion thread. I'm going to type my message. There's my thoughts on the questions the instructor has provided for me. Obviously yours will be much more insightful than mine. A couple points of interest here. If you need to attach a file, you can do so down here by clicking on Browse My Computer. It is a common experience with students that their initial responses tend to be quite long. If you don't feel like typing it out in a Word document and then copy and pasting it into this text box, you can also type directly here and then save as a draft down here in the bottom right instead of submitting. The reason students do this is because if they've typed a long answer and something happens, their answers are lost before they were submitted and they have to re-accomplish everything. So it's a good idea to save your draft. And you can see here it has updated the thread and it is in draft status. And when I'm ready, I can go back, click the edit button, and finish typing out my response. Now I'm ready to submit my answer to the instructor. My post has been posted to the discussion board thread. You can go back and use the blue navigation panel to go to the next area that you'd like to work on, or you can click OK to close the thread. You'll note now that there are 3 unread posts in the discussion board. So I want to go back and I want to look at it. You'll notice here is our master thread at the top, and underneath it you'll note now that the alignment is slightly askew. This is showing you that my reply to the master thread is a subordinate reply. It is linked directly to that thread. This is how yours will look as you reply directly to that master thread. If this were another student and I needed to reply to 2 of my classmates, I would note that it's a subordinate thread and I would click reply, and then type my message and my thoughts back to my classmate. Again, I can either save it as a draft if it is getting long and I want to save my work. I can attach something, or I can click submit. Here I just want to click submit. Not only has it posted, but my response now is a subordinate to the initial post that I made a minute ago. And we can leave the discussion board. Now there's a total number of 4. But remember, for your purposes, for quick updates, you can always check the unread post block to see how many posts have been made since your last thread. That's all there is to posting to individual discussion board exercises. If you have any questions, please contact your instructor.